Hey, there are some clinical trials. They're a very essential component of healthcare. Yet there's also a lack of diversity in clinical trials, and it's a serious issue with significant health implications. Dr. Randal Morgan, he's a health disparities expert, joins us to discuss why it's vital for all populations of people to be included when researching and developing new medications and treatments. He's joined by Ramona, who actually leads a team at JANSSEN focusing on ensuring diversity in clinical research. Doctor, I want to start with you. Why is it so important to have diversity in these clinical trials?
Well, thank you very much, Mitch, for that question. And over the years, we've learned how important it is for clinical trials to include uh, people of different sexes, ages, races, and ethnicities, because our bodies react differently based on these factors. And in the past, this has not always been the case when clinical trials have been done in certain populations where only one ethnicity, for instance, or one age group may be represented. So without tailoring medical care to all who need it, people will be left behind. And therefore, that is our role as physicians who have interest in eliminating health disparities.
That's interesting. So what would you actually say to someone who might be a little hesitant in actually joining a clinical trial?
Well, I would say that clinical trials are safe. They have been uh, improved very much over the past even 20 years in the United States. And there are many factors that protect the participant in the clinical trial, including an oversight of the whole process by a board that makes it certain that anyone who participates in a clinical trial has given their informed consent and they understand all the factors of the clinical trial before it begins.
So I could ask you, Ramona, what's actually being done to improve diversity in those clinical trials?
Thank you, Mitch. That's such a great question. So it starts with one partnership. So with leaders such as Dr. Morgan and the Cobb Institute, and really creating the tools that patients and communities need to learn more about clinical trials. So our website, researchincludesme.com, your audience can go there to learn more about the clinical trials process and some of the nuances that Dr. Morgan just referred to, because it's our job to not only reduce the barriers to underrepresented patients and communities being reflected in clinical trials, but also to have leaders like Dr. Morgan in the community and tools like Research Includes Me to support those efforts.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Can you give us that website one more time for people out there who want to find out more information on this?
Yes, researchincludesme.com.
All right, I want to thank both of y'all for joining us. We're going to put this information so people can watch it again on our website, dailyflashshow.com, in which we're going stream for the weekend when we return. Don't go anywhere.